And we'll try and do my usual flailing around. We'll probably miss aiming our re-entry for Kerbal Space Center. Here, let's do a burn when we get pretty much directly opposite. SAS off. Okay, we'll point this retrograde. See, we still have this fairing stuck to the fairing and decoupler stuck to the front nose of this thing. It's because if I decoupled it right now, then that'd be another chunk of debris left in orbit. I want to get this thing into a suborbital trajectory first, then we'll decouple that mess. Alright, put it right there. I guess we don't really need the RCS burning right now. Let's take it down. I haven't played with this thing a whole lot. But it's fairly forgiving. How about we take it down to like 30 kilometers? Alright, right about there. Good. Oh, actually, coming to think of it, hang on. If I to match my previous goal, I need to take it down a little bit further because I want to get it below 20 kilometers, and then we'll get rid of our extra junk. Got to get rid of that extra junk. Alright, right about there. And this thing, it'll actually be thrusting retrograde, so it may even go lower. I like this part. Fire! Whee! There it goes. Yep. Alright. Turn back. Oh, I should have done that one from inside, from the interior view. I'll try to remember that next time. Yeah, firing that thing off. I bet you that would look cool from the interior view. Alright, here's atmosphere that kills the time compression. Let me grab my joystick over here and get it ready, because we're going to start flying. Here's that big crater. And somebody needs to name that crater. Figure out what caused it and when. Could have been an especially impressive rocketry accident in the not too distant past for Kerbals. You know, maybe that's where the original Kerbal Space Center was. Maybe what we think of as Kerbal Space Center is actually Kerbal Space Center 2. This is the remnants of Kerbal Space Center 1. They tried to do that Orion launching thing, except they're going to take it off from the ground instead of building it in orbit. Yep, could be what happened. Could be Crater Orion. I'll just call it that. I just thought of that right now. Pretty soon we're going to be using those jet engines again. So let's turn those back on. So what are we at? Mach 5.7. Gradually decelerating. Where's this at? Oh, I think I pretty drastically undershot this time. It's okay. That means we get to have fun flying around Super Cruise, high Mach numbers. Okay, there we are. Now we're getting down Mach 3.5. Pretty soon we'll be able to light the engines. Can we do it now? Certainly sounds like I can do it now. Alright, careful, careful, careful. Alright, let's go with the SAS again, because that's getting kind of crazy. Good. And now let's pitch back. I like the pitch authority from these engines. Let's get a climb going here, dudes. Alright, let's not climb too high, guys. Remember, this thing's happiest like between 15 and 16 kilometers. We're pushing 17. Climb some more. Yeah, you're just yo-yoing up and down in altitude and in speed. So I'm just losing all kinds of control here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Come on. I've noticed one thing with this SAS, that sometimes you can roll with it turned on and sometimes you can't. It's like you turn it on, you've got one roll correction that you can make, and if you screw that up, you have to turn it off again. Yeah, see, I just tried to attempt to correct this roll to get wings level, and it is not doing... Oh, wait a second. If I used a keyboard, it responds. It just wasn't responding to joystick input. Isn't that strange? Is that the key? Again, porpoising along, yo-yoing along, whatever the euphemism you prefer. I'm just unable to maintain an altitude. Sloppy, sloppity, sloppity. It's Jeb's fault. Jeb did it. Begin to ease forward now, so you need to anticipate the pitch changes fairly far in advance. Whoops, hang on. Just get the wings. Okay, we'll bank to the left for a little while. Why not? I'm coming too far to the right anyway. Okay, nice steady rapid acceleration at this point. We think we've got the altitude control mostly figured out. Hey, there's the mountains in front of KSC. Okay, we begin to see the various chunks of debris left remaining at the Kerbal Space Center coming up within hailing distance. You can barely see those mountains down there in the darkness. We need a bunch of lights in those mountains so, you know, spacecraft returning home don't run into them. Let's go for a dive. Trim forward just a little bit. Yeah, let's drop a bunch of altitude. Still screaming in here at maximum throttle. Just 'cause it looks cool. Down to Mach 1.5 and still slowing. And these engines become much less effective. Thicker air, slower airspeeds. Got to hit the transonic region, which is quite often problematic. Yeah, see that nose wanting to come up right then, so gentle forward pressure. Don't let it get away. And I expect to, as we slow below Mach 0.8, we might have a few more. Matter of fact, let's throttle back now just to kind of go ahead and slow below it. Slow down some. I know that. Actually, that part of it was pretty smooth. Yeah, that worked just fine. Let's go ahead and put that landing gear out. Extending right. Yep, here's some landing gear. That's good. Oh, is this a hit? Oh, I'm too low. Look how low I am. There's kind of a hill, a gentle rise. Yeah, there's our spotlight down there. Look out for that stuff. Throttle down a little more aggressively. We need to slow down. Not be burning in here 150 meters per second airspeed. Although I haven't flown this thing a whole lot, I don't recall what was a good landing airspeed. It's like for the past couple of weeks I've pretty much been working on just the rock and nothing else. And chop throttle. Gentle descent going. Nose just slightly up. That seems perfect. Let's pull back a little bit more. Slow that descent some. Oh, it's kind of hard. Okay. Oh no! Don't let that nose pop up. Brakes, 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 and forward pressure. Do not let that nose pop up. Okay. It was an ugly landing, Jeb, but it was survivable. Nothing broke. Alright. Swerve 2. The racer. There it is. I like this machine. I think that is a fun airplane. So, okay, let's go there. That is, let's get to Space Center. We want to not recycle that thing, but collect it. What is the word? I'll find out when I get there what the proper terminology is. Landed at Kerbal. Recover. That's the phrase. I am sure I want to recover this vehicle. Recover? How much do I get? I get 106,000 krones back. So, that strikes me as being just really respectable, you know? So how much we got now? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember the numbers. We'll go back and look at that later, how well that's working. Yeah, okay, there's our moon mapper. There's our mini Hubble. There's MapSat 4. MapSat 4 needs to go to Minmus, so let's fly that thing. Okay, there it is. Let me see. We don't need that anymore. Put this back into orbital mode. First thing, let's go ahead and circularize this orbit. Alright. Put it up there right around 120. Doesn't have to be exact, especially since the other one's growing too. Yeah, it's close enough. Close enough for my purposes. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to match inclination with Minmus. Let's set it as my target. Okay, where's my ship? Here it is. We just left the ascending node back there, so let's get around to the descending node. So that'll be descending after that, so we want to point up. Okay, do some significant burning here. This may not be the most perfectly efficient way to go about doing it. Oh well. I've got delta V to spare. Okay, we have matched inclinations with Minmus. This makes me happy. Used some fuel. Good. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do, we actually don't need that SAS on. Next thing I want to do, let's just put a maneuver node somewhere, any old place. How about right there? Seems like a good enough spot. I'm going to use this thing. This mod is taken over using the keyboard to manipulate the node, so I'm going to use that. Go in increments of 10. Hit our prograde number. Watch that thing grow. Until it gets out there. Okay, let's drop it back down to increments of 1. So it's just past Minmus's orbit. Now, let's move time ahead. We already have the beginnings of this encounter. Yeah, this encounter mark. So we just want to advance time ahead until those things get closer together. Let's go to increments of 10. And let's back up one couple of notches. Go back to increments of 1. Minmus periapsis. Okay, weird things happening, huh? Oh, I think we went too far. Let's put our Minmus periapsis up there at about 100. How about that? Right in the vicinity of 100. Yeah, right about there. Good. Okay. So that'll be our burn. That estimated node in T-minus 6 minutes. Oh, that's nice. That's very, very useful. Alarm clock will take us back out of it. Close alarm. Estimated burn, 1.5 minutes. So, yeah, I want to start like 45 seconds beforehand. So this burn's going to take 889 meters per second. How much does my vehicle have? Yeah, 1741. That's more than half of my delta V. But it'll take less delta V to get it into the orbit after that, right? Maybe I should have put some more thought into the delta V for matching inclinations. Figured out a better way to do that. Go into a higher orbit first. That would have been the smarter way to do it. Okay, right there. Oh, it's just about time to start burning. Right about now. And away we go. Oh, it's going to be really, really close, isn't it? Okay, let's fine-tune it here. I shut off my throttle. Let's go and... Can I look at this over here? And let's do some fine-tuning with RCS. Until that all matches up. Whew, that's really, really twitchy, you know that? Okay, good. Yeah, just did quick little squirts of RCS. Good. That all worked. Turn that off, turn that off. Kill the maneuver node. Bam. There we go. Okay, how much delta V does my vehicle have left? 849. Good. Okay, so how much room are we going to have between the encounter and the periapsis? 1 day, 18 hours, 24 minutes. 1 day, oh, 3 hours. Okay, good. And that works just fine. So let's do time compression, and my alarm clock's going to pull us out of it as soon as we get close to the sphere of influence change. You know, the whole time, as long as I have been playing Kerbal Space Program, as long as I have been producing Kerbal Space Program videos, this orbiting Minmus is actually the furthest that I have ever been from planet Kerbin. Well, except for one time that I had a vehicle that left the Kerbin system on accident, but I think I wasn't recording then and just deleted it. But yeah, I have never been any further than this little ball of lime sherbet. I'm going to fix that problem sometime soon. Can we see where we're going yet? It's always kind of a blind... Okay, well there's where we came from. Happily spinning around. Ah, there's where we're going. I suppose we could go another notch time compression. That's almost too fast. Yeah, slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down, my God. I think we need a few more intermediate steps of time compression, you know? Okay, here we go. We just want to be moving at normal time as we hit the sphere of influence change, as some weird things can happen when we do that, you know? Alright, there's our change. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to, just as soon as that changed, now I want to go and move this into a more polar orbit. I think I actually want to push the other way. Let's push north. Yeah, point at this mark right here. And just gently follow this one. Inclination at 65 degrees. We want it to be like 85 or 75. We're almost there. It's actually throttle back just a little bit, so we move in smaller increments here, you know. That small. Come on, we can keep going. Alright, 86. Good enough for me. Good. Okay, now put a maneuver node here. And this time we're going to burn retrograde and hope we have enough fuel to do it. If not, it's going to be kind of embarrassing. Go into an orbit. Okay, how much delta V did that take? Oh, 140. I think we've got enough, yeah. Yeah, we got enough. Let's drop it down a sensitivity notch. Let's actually do another one here. Total delta V, yeah, it's only 150 something. Okay, yeah, so I shouldn't have been worried about the delta V because it doesn't take so much to slow down and go into orbit here at Minmus. I was just being a nervous Nelly. Actually, yeah, we'll just leave it right about there. We can fine-tune it later. Okay, good. Here, put that down. And add another alarm for that one. It's, how far is that away? 2.5 hours. Okay. Hello, Minmus. How you doing? Tasty, tasty lime. You gotta like them limes. I think I get in the habit of trusting this, trusting the alarm clock too much. Because if you know, if I had missed this node, it would have been a problem. Actually, I don't know. Where the... Yeah, and just be endlessly looping around out here. Snaps into place and shut it off right about there. Okay, there we are in a polar orbit around Minmus. Thank you very much. Yep, there it is. Big, green, and ugly. Cool, man. So cool. Okay, now let's take a look. What's the objective of this whole exercise? Okay, hide finished goal. Yeah, I can finish the mission now, can't I? So, did I already get the 80,000? Oh no, I'm supposed to finish the mission down here. You need to remember how to use this thing. So, that's actually not. That doesn't seem like that was like a whole lot more than I started out with. However, I can use this. This is going to be an element for future missions, too. Cool. Seems to me like a success. Yeah, entirely successful mission. We successfully put our satellite in the desired orbit. Took our launch vehicle, had a safe landing back at Kerbal Space Center. Didn't kill Jeb. I don't think that I did anything really too stupid while recording to embarrass myself. Not that they stopped me in the past. Here, let's close that maneuver node. That's going to be kind of irritating. So, I suppose that's as good a place as any to stop recording for the night. Yeah, it's been fun. We're going to do some more career mode stuff. Once we get, my plan is once I get through these few missions that I wrote, then we'll take a look around at other mission packages and look at which ones would I be interested in following. But that's for then. This is now, and I'm going to say goodbye now. I'll talk to everybody later. Goodbye.